Hello. Uh, Hopefully. We'll see. If you're checking out my previous video, I went ahead and ended off our world event video that is currently uploading right now. I'm doing this event. It's about 20% of the way through, or 50% of the way through. 20 minutes left. We shall see if I can complete this event today. Well, tonight. So this is why I was thinking the other one was bugged, because I was missing that little thing. So right now, let's see what we can get. What other stuff can we talk about? What kind of stories can we do? Have a little bit of a nice passive, mess around. I could give a little history of myself. Maybe someone like to hear that. My thoughts on WoW at the moment. Actually, yeah, I think that will be a better topic. Current WoW climate. What I think about it. Currently, I think I'm not fully convinced the new development cycles they have is well sustainable. Although I do like, or I also don't think, I do like having something of a roadmap type thing, and I can know like for me, like going all into speculation. I think it was in July was end of Dastardly Duos. Yeah, July 15th. I'd imagine 11.17 will be coming out then. And having that kind of like, oh, we have about 3 months worth of this patch cycle from April to July. But with it, I'm also not completely convinced that it'll be sustainable in the way that unless they try this new approach of staggering out the full release of a patch throughout the 3 months, which would make this a lot more sustainable. They'll be able to work on the later content. They'll have everything in the game, which means we still will have our regular long downtimes for the first day of the patch, but then further on patches, so the one that will have May 20th for Horrific Visions should be a lot smoother and a lot less downtime in a perfect world. But so content wise, I think it is a very smart move to do that. Tuning wise, I'm not too sure this, unless they do something like they've been doing with Overwatch, where the mid-season patch is the one that they do to they try to do the mid-season to try to shake up the metas and stuff. Because right now we're still being dominated by Demon Hunter, Paladins, and Priests. They've tried their best to lower disc priest a little bit more. And with MDI happening right now as well, I don't imagine they'll be doing too much like full-on tuning. But even with it being in that way, I mean, most people have already rolled into a different tank and stuff. People have already, it's almost like accepted the meta, so now like it's harder for some other people to get in. Like bleeding edge of keys right now is that whole thing, and at that level it's fine. I mean, I think that most classes are in a viable state right now. You could basically play what you want. The bleeding edge of keys, there's multiple reasons why you would want to bring one over the other or all in between. But what people will see on the leaderboards, on Raider IO, in the upcoming MDI, that's what people tend to try to gravitate towards going forward, and without having like a big meta shakeup like in Overwatch that they do with the mid-seasons. We're gonna run into the risk that we had during season 3 of Dragonflight, where we had Demon Hunter, all the way Demon Hunter from season 3 to preseason of War Within, when they finally nerfed the majority of Demon Hunter's toolkit, with eliminated sigils only being part of Sigil of Flame, and actually even this one, Sigil of Spite. And then they took that one off too, so now it's only Sigil of Flame. Like, without a meta to shake that all up, everyone's gonna be running the same thing as MDI at most levels of keys, to varying success, because, well, I think anything other than the bleeding edge of keys, you don't really need to worry too much about the meta. Like, it has nice to haves, but then there's the next like talking point of, is it better to play a meta spec that you don't know, or a non-meta spec but you know like all your utility and stuff and how to play it very well?
Let their arrogance fuel your spirit, their fear guide your blade. We will stand victorious.
No, this is pretty fun. Just getting to run around, and it reminds me of the event in Dragonflight, the Super Blooms, or the one we had over by Rathian and Sibelian, in that area, where we go and like we jump into one of the like huts that they have, the giant people. The Gara? Who was that boss? Jardins. The Jardin.
dying empire. Do not relent until the battle is won.
Alright, let's see if we can get this done. I was looking over some of the items. There's some really fun ones, especially for alts. You can get weapons that do extra shadow damage. All of them are. Everything from this event will be in the champion track, which is very nice, I think. In terms of catch up for 11.2. Because most of my alts from last season were reaching into champion track, veteran champion track, and they started off in very good positions that I could just play one of them, and with about a day of gearing, they're at an intro to raid item level. But yeah, back to the topic at hand. Mid-season patches, I think, would be good. But with the 3-month cycles, I imagine they probably defined the season as a certain meta. And then you'll just have to wait till next season, is what it's been feeling at, or at least to me. They're not doing any very, I'd say, like, dangerous moves on shaking up the meta. And with that, feels a little bit like it was just forgotten about. I hope to see that. Maybe they bring in mid-season meta shakeups. Because now they're trying out this whole new mode of, oh, let's not immediately give all the content that they run. We're gonna stagger the releases of the entire patches.
Sacred flame blesses us with victory. But stay vigilant. The
Oh,
enemy will prepare
Warbound.
to throw themselves upon our blades once more.
Excellent. So, there we go. We got our event done. We had our Nightfall. Do we have some nice BOEs we got? Got champion spoils with some more warband items. Go ahead and turn in our quests.
Greetings, outsider.
Flame fortification.
When the star shifts,
I knew I could count on you. Complete.
beware
The flame burns eternal. You have brought us a moment of peace. Rest well, but always keep your blade sharp.
Beware the shadows.
The service emblem is what we need to get all the equipment and item. Well, I think that'll be it. This one will be a nice shorter video in comparison to the last two. Picking the vaults was a little longer. He went to about close to 30 minutes. The previous like guide through the story stuff for the Flames Radiance took a little bit closer to 40 minutes. This one will be a nice 15-minute. I'll leave it as like a little guide of the Nightfall. Also put that a little bit of a yap. And yeah, thank you for coming by, checking out this second part to my video. I will try to keep posting. Hopefully we get a little bit more tracking done, see more people come by, say hi. I will answer by tomorrow, hopefully, if this is a third character. reputation or if it's warbound. If it is per character, it'll be down in the comments in the first video and this one. And make sure to just log, not log, to alt. I was mixing up my words a little late. I will be logging off. I will see you guys on Tuesday for unless I want to end up making a stream or video about Gallywix progression or doing some time walking dungeons. I will see you guys Tuesday. Have a nice one. I will see you all soon.